Good morning. Let's start today's class. Right now, we'll finish the diabetes plan on chronometer first, and then we will resume with the revision after 30 minutes. Okay, I have one type 2 diabetes case which has just signed up with me. So I have his details. Let me just see what his details are. We'll put those details over here and then do the calculations. Okay, so age is 62. Let's go with this. A 62-year-old male. 175 centimeters is the height. 175. Starting weight 100. Quite overweight. Waist circumference 44. And hip circumference is 48. We'll not need that as of now. So we have the photographs and everything. We don't need anything else. Okay, so now coming to physical activity, I have been told his physical activity is actually a bit on the higher side only. Like you can say his physical activity is 1.2, but when it comes to his food intake habits, so he's a bit of a foodie. He loves to eat a lot. So because of which his weight is on the higher side, and plus he also has the type 2 diabetes. He also has been getting some complications at this point with the type 2 diabetes. So his they are doing a laser operation for his eye because he is getting that what you call the diabetic retinopathy. Okay, so his cornea and everything, they are getting a little damaged because of the constant high blood sugar. Then he is also probably starting to show symptoms of some kidney issues. So they are looking for nephropathy as well. These are some of the issues which the client is currently facing. Okay, we don't have the reports yet, so I haven't received the reports from him, so that we can't look at. But nonetheless, he definitely has high blood sugar, so we have to definitely create a plan that will be in line with helping him manage his type 2 diabetes. We'll just work with that now. Okay. So PAL we are taking as 1.2. Duration is approximately, he signed up with me for 3 months. So 3 months means that's 90 days. And goal weight is definitely not going to be 80 because he's going to be left with very little calories. We'll try to keep the goal weight as 90. Let's see. Okay, 1300 calories he gets when the goal weight is 90. Protein intake, we'll keep it as 1 gram per kg for the time being. Fat intake is 0.5. Carbohydrate, we don't really need to say that carbohydrate needs to be a certain amount. Anyways, with the carbohydrate being 110 grams, it is coming down to be a moderate carb diet itself. And anyways, he is a foodie and he loves the carbs, so he's not going to be giving up on the carbs that much also. He'll not be comfortable going for a very low carbohydrate diet. So I'm just going to keep the carbohydrates down to 110 grams. Fat is 0.5, carbohydrate is 1.1. So let's, we have the macros over here. Let's make the plan now. We'll open chronometer, which is open already. We'll put all of the details over here. The daily target is coming to 1300, give or take. Protein 100. Carbs 110. Fat 50. Okay. So I'm just going to write down over here type 2 diabetes plan 1300 cals. Protein is 100p, 110c, 50f. Save the note. So from the data I have gotten from him, so we have breakfast, mid-morning fruit, lunch and dinner. Then Wednesday we have breakfast, mid-morning fruit and lunch. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, mid-morning fruit and lunch, and then Thursday breakfast and lunch, and Saturday breakfast and lunch. Okay, so he does not really have an evening snack. So mostly what we'll give him is we'll give him a breakfast, we'll give him a morning snack, and then we'll give him lunch and we'll give him dinner. Okay, so ये चार meals हम उसको दे देंगे क्योंकि evening snack anyways he does not seem to be having right now. So we'll work with the meal pattern he's already going ahead with. He's already following. Breakfast हो गया, फिर हो गया mid morning snack, फिर आ गया lunch, then you have dinner straight after. Overall, this is a very like standard Indian client. He doesn't have anything fancy per se. So for breakfast, I will give him something like I now again here we want to keep an eye on food order. Food order wise, I will start off with some sort of a protein. So breakfast, I'll give him one protein option like protein powder will come in handy here anyways. If we want to hit 100 grams of protein in a day with 1300 calories, then protein powder would be a good option. So we will start with some sort of a protein powder here. The protein powder will be, I'll just give him some high protein coffee. Okay. Protein around 30 grams. Then we will add in some sort of a fat here. Fat will be almonds, maybe around 10 of these. So I'll put chila, which was given here. Chila or khakra. Actually, khakra I would ask him to avoid because khakra will provide more of the trans fats depending on which one he's having, but I'm guessing there will be more trans fats in it. Okay, besan, chila, I have it over here. Let's put one for now. One of that. So the protein, the almonds, and the besan chila all together will help him feel quite full. I'll also add in some soy milk here. Soy milk is lower on the calorie front, that's why I'm adding that. On 250 ml, we'll go over here. Okay. 400 grams, 400 calories worth of breakfast is definitely going to fill him up. Mid-morning snack. Okay, what does this guy have for mid-morning snack? We can give him a fruit also comes usually in the mid-morning snack, but I don't want to give him any jamun or fruit on an empty stomach. So mid-morning snack, okay, let me figure the mid-morning snack out. First, I'll put the lunch. Lunch is going to be some chapati. Put around 2 of these. Okay, 2 of the chapatis. But chapati will not come in first. First, where there will be some sort of a protein source. So I'll have to give him some tofu. Sprouts is not a bad option. Here, sprouts can be put in. Keaton's plain tofu, around 100 grams of that. Okay. I can also maybe give him a little bit of cheese as the fat source here. Amul cheese, sausage cubes. Usually it's one cube is around 25 grams. So we have tofu, we have cheese, and we have the chapati. I also gave him some vegetables here. Now vegetables will go with the chapati because he will not, but he can have the salad vegetables between the chapati and the cheese. Okay, so we will put cucumber around whatever 100 grams or so, and tomatoes also. One small tomato. He anyways has those for this meal every day. We can add sprouts as well, but I think we want to save those calories for dinner. Okay, so we'll add the sprouts in dinner and some vegetable like here I want him to prefer the low starch vegetables. So something like cauliflower should be fine. I'll just take mixed vegetables. It will cover a variety of vegetables for us here. And now we'll go to dinner. Dinner is going to be similar. So what I will do is I'll just write, since rotla is usually made of something jawar, give him that. Sorghum. Jawar you'll not find. Sorghum flour, whole grain. Approximately 40 grams of that flour, making one thick rotla. Cheese I will remove. I will replace and add some sprouts. Okay. more bean sprouts raw. Approximately this can go to a large quantity also. So around 150 grams he can have here. I'll give him some lemon juice and all of that he can have over here. Okay. Instead of tofu, what can we give him now? How much protein is there? There's almost 100 grams of protein now. There's soya chunks. Paneer is not soya bean also not coming here. I'll just go for soybean canned dried. 50 grams or so, almost 100 grams of protein. Oil also we have to consider. There will be oil in all of the meals, so we'll take 5 ml in each meal. So total cooking oil for the day, something like sunflower oil. Any oil should be fine here because I haven't been informed of any heart related conditions so far. Yeah, 15 ml of oil in total. If you can reduce it to 12, that would be great. 13, 10. Okay, great. Only thing which is remaining here is to figure out what to give him in that mid-morning snack. Mid-morning snack, I will prefer him to have nothing for the time. I'll remove the mid-morning snack. I'll tell him that have only 3 meals for now because mid-morning it will if he's willing to have nuts, I might give it to him. What I will do is I will add the fruit. I'll just add apple for the time. Some fruit. Half an apple. At the end of the meal. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so now that we are done with this sort of diet plan, see essentially one more thing that you have to look at over here in this diet plan, you have to implement the things like walking after the main meals. So ideally, if he can walk at least after lunch and dinner for around 15 to 30 minutes, not even a brisk walk, just a leisurely walk, that should be fine. And if he can also include some sort of an exercise routine, that would also be great. All right. So now we're done with this one, with the diabetes plan.